Hey, what's up, y'all? And week 17 of the 2024 NFL season is in the books, and we're going to talk about it. So start out with we had some games on Wednesday, as we had some Christmas Day games on Netflix. Now I did not watch these games on Christmas Day, but I do know that they were on Netflix, and I heard that just like for the Paul Tyson fight, that there were still a lot of issues with the streaming. But anyway, the Chiefs and the Steelers. The Chiefs completely demolished the Steelers, 29-10, and I mean, this was the best that the Chiefs have looked all season. I mean, by far, there's not a lot of times that we could say Kansas City had a good game, but I think this one was. I mean, only 29 points though, so the Chiefs are still the only team in the league to not score more than 30 points. I think they did score 30 in one game, but they have not scored more than 30 in a game this season. Anyway, and as for the Steelers, they just couldn't do anything right. So, but I mean, the Steelers had already clinched their playoff spot anyway. Anyway, let's see, Ravens and Texans. Yeah, the Ravens just beat the crap out of the Texans, 31-2. Really, Houston. 2 points to a safety. That's it. I mean, Houston. You've got a big problem. But I mean, you've already clinched the dumpster fire known as the AFC South. Yeah, worst division in the league. And the Ravens do what they wanted to. I mean, Lamar Jackson had like a 48-yard touchdown run, and Derrick Henry ran for like 140 something yards. Anyway, so with this win and the Steelers losing to the Chiefs, the Ravens are now in complete control of the. I believe that now clinches the AFC North for Baltimore. Let's see. Next, we've got Thursday Night Football. We had 6-3. Right, the Seahawks over the Bears. Yeah, did anybody watch this game? I'm glad I didn't, but 6-3, 0 points scored by either team in the second half. yes, a Thursday night football masterclass. Anyway, but the Bears were eliminated weeks ago, but now the Seahawks are eliminated because the Rams won. Anyways, now Saturday games. Let's see. Chargers absolutely obliterated the Patriots, 40-7. The Chargers have now clinched a wild card. I mean, this is what was to be expected. So, I mean, New England is terrible. Let's see next, and now this game. Yeah. No, this was a good game right here. I actually did watch this game. Bengals win 30-24 over the Broncos in overtime. I mean, just a great back and forth game. A quarterback duel with Joe Burrow and Bo Nix. I think the biggest difference in this game was that Bo Nix threw the two interceptions. But anyway, I mean, Joe Burrow single-handedly won this game. I mean, getting no help from the defense. Well, I mean, I guess he had some help from the defense, but usually in most of the games that he's played in, been getting no help from the defense. I mean, no help from the running game. I mean, Joey B is he's leading the league in both passing yards and touchdowns. I mean, just putting the whole team on his back, trying to will them to the playoffs as they keep their playoff hopes alive. Was Joe Burrow 3 touchdown passes, all 3 were to T. Higgins. Anyway, so now the last Saturday game we did have who was it? The Cardinals and the Rams. The Rams won 13-9. They have clinched the NFC West with this win, eliminating the Seahawks. Anyway, next, the Sunday games. Let's see. So we'll start with the Jets-Bills. Of course, the Bills won. Just grounded the Jets. Well, no, they didn't ground them. They shot them down. Yeah, shot down the Jets with a surface-to-air missile, 40-14. Anyway, of course, I mean, this was expected out of the Bills. But anyway, and for the Jets, now the highlight of this game was that Aaron Rodgers is now is now the most sacked quarterback all time in football. 568 sacks, passing Tom Brady, who had 865 sacks. He was sacked. Rodgers was sacked 4 times in this game. Anyway, we have about Titans and Jaguars in the Tank Bowl, but only one team could lose. Excuse me, only one team. Well, yeah, only one team could lose, right? Somebody had to win, so, and that ended up being Jacksonville. Not really anything to be said about this game. Anyway, how about Panthers and Buccaneers? The Bucks, they beat the Panthers, just like how the Panthers, hit that drum before the game. The keep pounding, right? Well, they got pounded for 3 hours. Let's see, 48-14. I mean, it's just the Panthers being the Panthers. Okay, next, how about Raiders and Saints? The Raiders won 25-10. They weren't supposed to win, but I think that the Saints didn't want to win either. 25-10. And of course, Brock Bowers is now the all-time leader in receiving yards for a rookie tight end at 1,144 yards, passing Mike Ditka in 1961. And of course, he also has most catches by a rookie, passing Puka Nacua, who actually set that record last year at 105. Bowers sets a new record at 108. Anyway, now about we move on, let's do, I only wish Brock Bowers was on a better team. But anyway, how about Cowboys and Eagles? Of course, the Eagles, just absolutely obliterated the Cowboys, 41-7. That was without Jalen Hurts too, right? Unable to play, right? Couldn't clear the concussion protocol, but they didn't need him. Saquon ran wild in this game, of course. So, anyway, next, how about the Colts and the Giants? Now, this one was a surprise. Giants won 45-33. The Giants had a chance for the first pick in the draft. Colts had a chance to were trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. And what happened? The Giants won. The Giants went out and scored 45 points. That's the most this season. Where has this been all year? Where has this offense been for the Giants? Where in the world did this come from? The Giants' previous highest point total was 29 that they scored on Cleveland. I mean, the second to last game, when you have 2 losses, and now you decide to do something offensively. I mean, Drew Lock played really good. Yeah, Lock was locked in. He had like 300 yards and like 4 touchdowns. Malik Neighbors had like 170 yards, 2 touchdowns. And of course, Giants fans are big mad. I've never seen a fan base so pissed off about a win. I mean, there were fans at the game. I mean, we're booing when Malik Neighbors scored a touchdown. I mean, it's like, why? I mean, it's like if you can't enjoy the win, it's like, why even bother going to the game? I mean, now, of course, I could never root for my team to lose. I just don't think that I could ever do that. Anyway, now we did have 2 4 o'clock, 4:25 games. We did have Dolphins and Browns. Dolphins won 20-3. I mean, it's the Browns. What do you expect? Started Dorian Thompson-Robinson in this game, and I mean, he's got to be the worst quarterback in NFL history. He threw no touchdowns. He had 1 interception. He had 3.6 yards per attempt, a QBR of like 20. I mean, it's absolutely horrible. On the season, he's got 0 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. I mean, yes, he's absolutely horrible. And now the other game, let's see, we did have Packers, Vikings. The Vikings won 27-25, but so the Vikings won, but barely. This was a good game. But the Vikings jumped out to a 27-10 lead. The Packers came back in the fourth quarter. Well, it was in like the second half of the fourth quarter. So like the last eighth of the game, the Packers scored 2 touchdowns. Even got an extra point too. So just needed a field goal to win. So it was before the 2-minute warning, like 2:18 left. So no need to onside kick, just kick it deep, and then hope your defense can get a stop. Which of course the defense failed to get a stop. So anyway, so now that anyway. So now, of course, Sunday night game. Yes, the Commanders won 30-24 in overtime. So now the Commanders have clinched a wild card. But as for the Falcons, yes, our playoff chances are on life support. Yes, we have to beat the Panthers, and we need the Bucks to lose to the Saints. Yeah, it's not going to happen, but anyway, let's see. Oh yeah, for the Dolphins, if I had to mention the Dolphins game. Yeah, they were without Tua. I guess he got hurt again. Anyway, I mean Tua is great when he's healthy, but I mean he's always getting hurt all the time, whether it be concussions or whatever, or his hip, or his ankle, or his other ankle, or concussion. But anyway. Anyway, so next week all the Dolphins have to do is just win, and well, I think they need a win. I think they also need they might also need a Broncos loss. Bengals need a win and a Dolphins loss. Anyway, let's see. Last game, a Monday night, we did have. This was a great game here. Surprisingly good. Thought that Detroit would blow San Francisco out, but it was like 21-13 for the Niners at halftime. Lions did end up winning 40-34. It's a great quarterback duel between Jared Goff and Brock Purdy. Jahmyr Gibbs had over 100 yards in this game. But the Lions defense is really concerning. If you're a Lions fan, 34 to the 49ers, also 48 to the Bills, 31 to the Packers. But anyway, but I know they have had a lot of injuries on their defense. So anyway, so that is going to be it. Yes, that sets up a great game, but between the Lions and the Vikings, they will play for the division and the number 1 seed in the NFC. Anyway, so that's going to be it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all again next time.